Now, Jonathan, if I start with you, the focus of this revamped series, the rejuvenated series, has really been a move from tolerance of the LGBTQI plus community to acceptance throughout society. For you personally, how do you think the series has been received?
Oh my gosh, it's been received in a way that kind of blew our mind. I was really kind of prepared for the worst reception, but hoping for the best. And my hoping for the best wasn't strong enough for what it's been. So we're just so honored to have been able to create a path that's kind of new for us and been able to forge it in a way that feels authentic to us, and people are responding to that, and that gave me chills on my triceps just now saying it. So it's been really exciting.
It's cool, it's young, you actually look 33.
I see the man that he is and the man that he's going to be.
And were there any surprises for you, Tan, in terms of the people that you were dealing with in season 1 and their reactions to the 5 of you?
You know, Jonathan and I, and actually a few of our other castmates, we come from small towns. Although we live in major cities now, we do come from smaller towns. So we're used to the men that we were helping. And I think that's why we were put in such a good position to be able to help them the best way possible, is that we were familiar with them. And they were super receptive to the way we were so open-minded. We were willing to learn from them as much as they were willing to learn from us.
When I started out the week, I felt like this was just highlighting what was wrong in my life. And by the end of the week, I realized it wasn't highlighting what was wrong in my life. It was showing me how good my life could be if I just cared.
I think that a lot of people ask when they haven't seen the show, is it just a makeover show? And no, I'm not just teaching them how to dress. Jonathan's not just teaching them how to groom. They learn so much more about emotions and tapping into their emotions than I think people would expect from a show like this, from a makeover show.
The more that I'm getting to know him, I realize that there's a lot going on underneath. And he's very open about sharing that as well, which is such a gift.
And we can really see throughout the series as well the incredible rapport that all of you seem to build with the guys that you get on this series. Why did you want to be a part of the new concept, Jonathan?
For me, when it first came out in the media, I think it was in January of 2017 that the show, or it was December of 16 maybe, that the show was being rebooted. They said that they were going to turn red states pink one makeover at a time. And for me, coming from such a rural town in Illinois, literally in the middle of America, and after having done Game of Thrones for a few years, that really felt like a marriage of something that I was like, yes, that feels like such a great thing for me to be involved in. And I just really wanted to get, roll up my sleeves and go make over some people.
His grooming routine is not
Tan, of course, we can't watch the series and not notice your accent as well. What's it been like bonding with all of America, really, including the 4 men that are with you on this series?
You know, I feel really privileged to be in a position where I'm the only immigrant on the show. I know Anthony's from Canada, but it kind of still feels like America to me. So yeah, the fact that I'm the only Brit on the show feels great. I bonded with these guys so quickly. We bonded on the first day of audition, so it feels so special to be representing my country, but on a show where we all get along so well. And that's what is beautiful about our show. No matter where we're from, we're finding that you can build connections and amazing relationships. These boys have become my closest friends, and it doesn't matter that they're American and I'm English.
And to me, it doesn't even matter that only because I've watched British Baking Challenge every episode 10,000 times, literally 10,000 times a piece, and I feel like I'm an honorary British person because of that, and to be snubbed on Australian television like that in front of my fellow countrymen's fine. It goes right over my head. I don't even notice.
So let's see, we have our salt. Is this something you're going to be able to make again?
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
It's great to see that you guys get on, especially because you have to spend a lot of time together, including some very long flights. You've made the trip to Australia. What's it been like?
Me and him woke up really early. We're really jet lagged, so we woke up at 4:30 this morning and we watched the sunrise over the Sydney Harbour. We got to see the Sydney Opera House. We did some choreographed dances.
We did.
The sunrise this morning that are epic.
I legitimately cried though. I mean, I've wanted to come to Australia my whole life. It's my first trip here. It's your first trip too.
Yeah.
And I really was not prepared for that beauty. We got to do a little mini episode in Yas. It was so fun. I mean, the natural beauty of Australia is stunning. And so definitely, if I could say one thing to this gorgeous country, it's stop and smell your roses. They are so pretty here. I mean, not literally roses, but just all the stuff.
I think we should sign you guys up to be Tourism Australia ambassadors. You do a good job.
We would totally do it.
What's your Australian accent like?
It's pretty great, actually. Thanks.
His is really good.
That's good.
I've gotten to a point where I can't I can't be shamed for my British and Australian accent anymore from Tan. It's just, I just feel like I'm never going to be good enough. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
It's not great. Let me prepare you. It's not great.
You know, it's really fine. I think it's quite good. I think it's really strong. I think it's.
No,
it's really good, Tanny.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Tanny, I'm not a random baby.
Guys,
no,
I'm so
Tanny,
sorry.
no, see what I mean? I can't even get a word out edgewise because every time I do, Tan starts telling me, well, I'm just not quite good enough and it's not quite sharp. Well, I think my accent's quite sharp.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Tanny, no!
We'll leave. We won't come back.
I just lost my Tourism Australia contract. I'm so sad.
You are both welcome back anytime. We're really looking forward to the new series, and thank you very much for joining us on News Breakfast. We understand how busy a schedule you guys have at the moment.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.